Welcome to tonight's Shrimps fans panel. We have Brian Clark back with us from a few weeks ago, and he's flanked by the two Gareths. I think the plural for that is Garai, so we've got Gareth Parker and Gareth Finney. I'll start with you, Gareth, because I know you made that long trek down to Worthing. Did you go with the anticipation that the result would be as good as it turned out to be?
Yeah, I was really confident, although the ingredients were all there for a major cup upset. I just wanted to get a nice early goal, settle the nerves. We got that. It was made up for Jordan Slew, 100th appearance, goal, and a really good finish. We did do well. I think they looked really good on the attack, and it wasn't a comfortable win, but made up for Reece Williams as well to get his first goal for the club. Long journey, got back just after midnight, but it's an FA Cup win, and we needed the money. So I made up.
And there's quite a lot of went, and I think they looked after you all right down there, didn't they?
Fans were brilliant. I think we took nearly 200.
Yeah.
And we went to the local bowling club beforehand. Had a quick pint there. They were absolutely brilliant. They're obviously on the crest of a wave as well, Worthing, and they've got plans to get to the National League. So they were up for it, but we did a professional job.
Yeah. I mean, I know we've all. On last week's panel, we weren't quite all as confident, were we? There was a few sort of went into that game with a bit of trepidation, Gareth.
Yeah, definite banana skin. Had it written all over. I think the newspaper were tipping us for the biggest upset of the day, weren't they? Yeah. So to get a 2-0 win, getting the hat for the second round, that was everything. Professional job.
And Slewis was a cracking goal. He got mentioned quite a lot on telly, didn't he, Brian? We've only seen the highlights, but
Yeah. I was made up for him coming back from his injury and that. Yeah, I think that early goal was crucial. Though, and I think settled everybody down a bit, didn't it? But what I'd like to chip in is to say I think they've been going so well, haven't they? Woking, you're playing on that 4G pitch.
Sorry,
Woking. I've got Woking on there. Yeah, well, they've been so well, haven't they? And we had a bad week, didn't we? Really, we conceded a lot of goals, 3 defeats, and all that. I don't think we were massive favourites in that game to start with.
No.
So I think, all in all, it was great to get that win. I mean, there's Wrexham and 1 or 2 others bombing out. I think
we managed it all right, though, didn't we, Gareth? We managed the game all right. Was the pitch an impact at all? Did you notice the pitch having any?
You definitely noticed the ball coming on as true as it normally does. And Stuart Moore had a really good game.
Yeah.
There was 3 or 4 really good saves.
Do you think that's why we sat in a bit, because we weren't trusting that pitch or not quite sure how to play on it or whatever?
Maybe a bit of that. I know we trained on the
didn't want to take any risks.
Yeah. I think it's like I said before, all the ingredients were there, weren't they? And I think the players knew that.
Oh yeah.
So just to get that early goal, settled us all down.
I mean, it's good because any kind of different pitch, whether it's a really rubbish pitch or a 4G one. The advantage is always with the home team, isn't it? Because they're used to playing on it. But I thought we managed it all right. I thought we looked okay, innit?
We've got Brian, Dagenham, we got beat 6-0. Yeah. It was just the hardest, bobbliest pitch I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Jim Bentley and Dave Hartell like car horses in that game.
I don't know when we saw. I mean, Accrington's pitch has improved massively. It was a great condition this year. But we've always gone there, haven't we? And the pitch has been awful. Yeah. But they're used to it. So it's always with the home team. I was quite confident. I think I've been thinking about it over the last week. I think why I was confident on that is because we are a couple of leagues above them, and apart from the Accrington game, I think we've played to the same standard in nearly every game. So if a team's been just better than us, they've beaten us. Yeah. If a team's been on a similar level, we've given them a good game. And I just looked at it and thought, well, we're better than them.
But also, if you look at the substitutes bench on Saturday, all of a sudden a lot of players are coming back. And we looked, as soon as we saw the team sheet and the bench, we thought, we'll probably get this job done today.
Yeah. I mean, that's an important point because case in point has been the last 3 games: Chesterfield, Wimbledon, MK Dons. Their benches have been far better than ours, and we've held our own until it started with the substitutes, and then they've come on.
Chesterfield was a particularly noticeable one of the 2 benches, wasn't it? That really was.
I mean, Berry coming on and Will Green.
Their bench changed the game, I thought. No disrespect to the guys that were on our bench that day, but their bench was just too strong.
We were holding on, weren't we? But something made them changes.
Yeah, that's it. They just had another gear in them, didn't they? Yes. Right, Brian, I'll come to you first on this one.
All right.
Explain how you watched the FA Cup draw and what went through your mind as they were all coming out.
Do you want to know the truth?
You didn't watch it? All right, who did?
I watched it. I had to watch it upstairs in my lad's bedroom because the wife was watching Strictly.
Come back to us after. Go on.
I had to watch it in my wife's bedroom upstairs because the wife had Strictly on. So,
Right, go on. As they're coming out, what are you thinking?
there's a few really bad ones passed by. I think Blackpool got Birmingham. I thought they were two that I fancied.
Yeah.
But we've got Bradford. There's some decent teams left just behind them, wasn't there?
Yeah, and Stevenage was just in front of things.
Yeah.
Stevenage away, I thought, not Stevenage away.
As soon as you come out Stevenage, I went, it's going to be that. It's
There
going to
were some
be
horrible
that.
ones, yeah.
It's a bit of a
I wanted somebody like Harbour at home.
Yes.
You know, one that you can sort of think we're probably going to
I
win.
think they were
that
still
one.
there, weren't they, when we got drawn out?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
But I think all things considered, the amount of away draws we've had, it's not a bad draw. It's winnable. We should have a good crowd.
We played well against them at home in the league.
Just if we'd have taken
Yeah, we
our
battered
Not
chances,
saying, not saying we will beat them, they're a good side and all that, but I think it's like
It's not a gimme, is it? But it's definitely winnable.
It's League 2 against League 2 on the day.
They can be quite a flaky kind of team, Bradford. You catch him on a good day.
Yeah.
They're decent, but if you can get them when they just don't turn up.
And we know they're going to bring a load of fans, so
Yeah,
great.
Win-win that, isn't it?
Yeah, great occasion, wasn't it?
Any expectation with them, and they tend to just off it. So I think we've got a good chance in this.
Even though we're at home, I think the pressure's on Bradford, isn't it?
Yeah. They are flaky. Yeah.
Just keep on top of Andy Cook, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, kept him quiet enough last time.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something about watching the draw? Or
I was keeping an tent on top of a mountain, and I got So I got a text message. It actually got through. Like And Helen's got Bradford at home. Like I said, oh, dude. We went back to sleep.
I think we're all the same, weren't we? Any home draw, really.
Yeah.
Any home draw we were happy with.
Yeah.
You know, like that Bradford's not the easiest, but it'll be a good game. Plenty of money coming in.
You wouldn't have picked it beforehand. You wouldn't say I fancy Bradford at home, would you?
There's been a lack of home cup games in all cup competitions, hasn't there, for the last 4 or 5 years, I think.
Yeah. Before that, though, we've got a couple of games. We'll talk about Harrogate first. Are we confident going into that? Does the game at Worthing have any bearing on that, do you think, Gareth?
I think so. I think we'll have a bit of confidence from that game. We didn't play well at Harrogate last year, so I think we're out for a bit of revenge on that one. We did have a sending off, didn't we, last year?
Yeah, and it was a
weird
one.
And it's another early kick-off, so I don't know whether that affects things or not. But yeah, we know we need 3 points, don't we?
Yeah,
because we're getting nearer and nearer to Christmas, and I said I'll have a look at the league table in December. We're getting very close to December now.
I mean, and one of the things that worries me is a couple of the teams down the bottom there are Salford. I think we mentioned this last week. Salford and Carlisle. And you can't see them going past January without strengthening, can you?
We've got Grimsby coming up as well, haven't we? We've got games that you'd say, they're winnable, but then we've still got to win those games.
Yeah.
We've been saying that all season, haven't we?
Yeah, we need to do it. But confident at Harrogate, Brian?
Yeah, but they had a good cup win as well, don't forget. But we haven't done well on that ground though.
Very tight
we've been
ground,
there
isn't
now.
it? And the sending off last year, I thought it was ridiculous.
It'd been a ground for me. I missed both the games. One was Paul's wedding, I think.
It was, wasn't it? I went when it was COVID.
I think it was Paul's wedding when I missed it last time. But new ground for me. But it looks a tight ground and
it is. It's neat.
But I agree with you there, mate. I think we've got to get something, at least something, a point at something.
Because
we're going to get.
Not going to be easy, is it?
We don't want to be cast adrift where we need, say, 2 or 3 wins to get out of trouble. Because the pressure then gets up there. But like you said, Glenn, we're playing okay. But we just can't.
We're in games, aren't we? We're in games.
We just can't buy a break at the moment. We're either playing an informed team or they bring a sub on who's
coming back, haven't you?
I mean, the Barra game, the one that we won, we didn't play any better in that than we have in others. We just took our chance when it came, and we managed to keep them at bay.
Take anything that they had, did they? It was he just went for us, but we just haven't really had enough of that this season.
And then we've got the EFL Cup or whatever it's called on Tuesday when we play Carlisle at home. That's quite an important one, isn't it? Because
it's
the top.
It's getting more important than money, isn't it? There were 10 grand possible.
I think we talked about the FA Cup win at Worthing, but the money was great. Was it 45 grand or something?
For Worthing.
But I think we're currently top of that, so if we can get at least a draw,
I think it's a draw,
then you guarantee what a home game in the next phase.
Oh, I see, but the cup money altogether, it could be a lifeline for us in January.
Derek knows it down to the penny, doesn't he? He keeps saying how much is due.
Yeah, but he doesn't know whether he's going to get it.
So that's the point, isn't it?
He keeps reminding them, I've got this money in this bank.
Yeah, he's got to be given something, because I think our problems lie in striking.
And of course, if we do draw away against Carlisle, at least we don't have to worry about the draw because we know we're going to be at home.
That's a good thing. I mean, that's a few positives on the pitch. Off the pitch, there's this new group that's set up, the protest group or campaign group or whatever it's called. I think they put an announcement out this week that they're going to have something at the Port Vale game, isn't it? So a week on Saturday, going to have a bit of a demonstration. What do you think about that?
Yeah, as long as it's done in the right way.
I think they are doing. I think
they're working with the trust as well, which is really important.
I think it needs doing. I've put on Twitter a few times. I think we needed some sort of protest, and I'm all for it.
I'm all for it as well. I think over 2 years now we've been up for sale.
You can always
keep getting told these platitudes by Whittingham, but
and it is, as we said, last week. It's you don't know what to do you?
No.
But people just feel a bit helpless, and they think we've got to do something.
We've got
to let people in charge know that we
can't
care.
afford a fine of
we're not,
any description.
we're not happy with it.
We literally can't afford a fine, so it's got to be done en masse.
But interestingly, we've appointed a new general manager this week.
Yeah, I saw him today.
So
I nicked him from the arrogant tickets. Yeah, I saw him today.
So that's positive.
Of course it is.
Yeah, he was keen there, trying to learn what was going on.
Yeah, I think we might see more balloons again, but this time
I
probably
should have
with
said
permission. I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think
I should have
clearing
mentioned
the
it.
ground
I might
before.
bring a balloon in, mate.
A bit of a car crash last time, wasn't it? So hopefully it's done a bit better this time, and the club are more on board than they were.
And I think they've said something about they're going to meet with the people who had complaints on that.
Yeah, I remember individual meetings, aren't they? I think the complaining.
That's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. That.
Because it needs doing. We're a small club with a small fan base. We need to stick together, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I think the Trust's having a meeting this Friday, aren't they, at the cricket club? Is
That's
that ticket only or something?
Yeah, you've got to get the ticket.
7 o'clock in it, Gareth, I think.
Get there a bit earlier, I think they've asked you, haven't they?
Yeah, you've got to register or something.
Yeah, you've got to register. Members on.
I presume on the website or something, will it be like that?
That's worthwhile getting down to and seeing
what's
what's...
That's around the corner for us, isn't
it? Yeah, it is, yeah.
You've got to be a Trust member, have you?
Yeah.
I'm not completely sure about that. I think I thought something about non-members as well. I don't know.
It'll be on the Trust website.
It's on the website.
Yeah, and on their Facebook feeds and stuff like that if you want to have a look. I'm hoping that the protest at the Port Vale game doesn't go ahead. Because I'm hoping that before then we might get some sort of announcement.
That's what everybody wants. Everybody's after the same.
I can't see it, but
everybody's really on that, Glenn. But you know, it's just was it June when he said announced Whittingham and took the heat off himself, didn't he? With all this stuff.
They played a blinder on TalkSport.
And now we're in towards mid-November, and here we are still talking about it.
I mean, again, I've been talking as you will have been with mates and. My case with Mrs. and all that, who's interested. I think all we want is somebody to come in and take over who's decent and approachable and who has the best interests of the club at heart rather than any money involved in it.
Oh, absolutely,
We're football fans, we're not here to be worried about board goings on. We want to watch good football on the pitch and just enjoy ourselves. Look how many years now since Lemos came along and Carlisle.
We need consistency. We just have had no consistency off the field for a long time.
And you can see how. I mean, all right. Jason Whittingham, he's a pawnbroker. That's his business.
In essence,
He's not really interested in the collateral that he deals with. It could be a watch, it could be a house, it could be a football club. It's just collateral to him.
Yeah.
We want somebody who's interested in football and who's decent and you can talk to and approach. Because we've still got these people who used to put money into the club and used to be on the board. They've not disappeared, they're not emigrated, they're all still hovering about but won't deal with Whittingham. And if you get somebody decent in control of the club, they might just start taking an interest again and a financial interest, and we might be on a hell of a lot of
ambition, don't you? We're stagnating, aren't we? We just want to play less than that now, we're sort of declining, aren't we? We need to just get a bit of ambition.
Just to freshen things up, it's like a new start, isn't it? And
Plus we need to know what's going to happen in January, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, we do.
That's the big
the omens aren't good, are they? Because I think I read somewhere last week, the team that's 11th, the team that's bottom after 11 games usually goes down. The team that's bottom at Christmas nearly always goes down. So we need something to just give us a lift fairly quickly, and then hopefully push on in January.
It won't take much, I don't think, in January. So like I say, a decent striker, then
we need
rocking horse poo, aren't they? They're hard to find. But
even if
we got Angol and Guion Edwards, and they both came in at the same time.
Angol was a big blow, wasn't it?
He was just getting into it, wasn't he?
And he's causing problems left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
That
I
was a
think he's long
huge.
term as well,
I
isn't he?
think so.
What Derek
I
said.
think it's next year. I think
Yeah.
what Derek Adams was saying.
But Edward's coming back, that's a big thing,
Well,
isn't
we
it?
talked about the ownership, and like when I was at Worthing on Saturday, and there's a great story behind the ownership at Worthing. I don't know whether you're aware of it or not.
No.
He had a car accident. And
Yeah.
he got some
Club that he
compensation,
beat, wasn't it?
and he put the money into the club. But you could just feel it in the ground. They're all together.
Yeah.
It
Because you've got somebody in charge who cares about
genuinely
the club.
about the
He's
community
relatable,
as
I
well.
suppose, isn't he?
no.
He's
We were the
relatable
same
fans.
on over, weren't we? When we had Peter McBiggin and
Yeah.
Rod Taylor and
At
Ken
that time.
Parker and all that. We've had it once, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully one day we'll get
Let's hope we can get it again, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah,
we went
there's
for,
no reason
Harrogate.
to.
Harrogate. Prediction, come on.
Take a draw, 1-1 draw.
Right.
I'm going to go with that.
Right.
2-1 win. Well,
2-1 win.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we might slip back again and take a defeat, but I'd take
Oh.
a 2-2. 2-2. I'll go for let's go for 2-2. All right. Hopefully we'll be talking about 2 victories when we speak to you next week, but for now, that's it from us. Up the Shrimps.